Сан-Франциско – один из самых дорогих городов в Америке. Когда-то он был в центре золотой лихорадки, а сейчас это технологический центр планеты. Всего в 20 милях от города в Кремниевой долине находятся гиганты вроде Apple, Google, Facebook и множество других крупнейших компаний. Если бы это место было страной, то это была бы вторая экономика планеты после нефтяного Катара. Средний доход здесь выше $100 тысяч в год. Но семье из 3 человек этого уже не хватит. Аренда сносного жилья начинается с $3000 в месяц, а если хотите купить, то $1,5 миллиона – это минимум за средний вариант. Что-то стоящее сильно дороже. Помните, я недавно делала обзор дома за 14 миллионов. Вполне стоящий. Привет! Этот выпуск я посвящаю Сан-Франциско. Сан-Франциско на 7-м месте городов мира по количеству миллиардеров. Просто представьте, каждый 11-тысячный житель Сан-Франциско – долларовый миллиардер. Сан-Франциско входит в топ-10 городов мира по количеству мишленовских ресторанов. Их здесь 37, я пока была только в одном. Здесь сумасшедшие высокие зарплаты. Если ты в Сан-Франциско получаешь $100 тысяч в год, это, так себе.
В этом выпуске я вам покажу 2 стороны Сан-Франциско – богатство и роскошь, которые граничат с бедностью и преступностью. Начнем с визита в гости к моему знакомому инвестору Гилу Пинчини, который на ранних стадиях инвестировал в PayPal, LinkedIn и еще в 300 стартапов. В его портфеле более 5 единорогов. Единорог – это компания с оценкой более $1 миллиарда. Его квартира – это 4-уровневая башня в центре Сан-Франциско, в которой регулярно проходят закрытые вечеринки для талантливых и богатых предпринимателей. Гил считается одним из самых успешных ангельских инвесторов Кремниевой долины.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Thank you for your time, Dimitri.
Dimitri.
Nice to meet you.
Gil, thank you so much for hosting us in your amazing place.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Was it hard to get this place? Because it's so iconic.
No, it was a very strange process, but
How long did it take you? Were you looking specifically for places like that, or you just found
no, it found me. A friend of mine told me I needed to come take a look.
Yeah, cool.
Here
And
I
then
am.
you're instantly like, let's get it.
Yeah.
Nice. Congrats. That's amazing. Can you tell me how you became an angel investor?
I was at a startup, and
Wiki, right? Where you were the
just before Wiki, I was at eBay. When I joined, it was like a cool startup full of interesting people and quirky, high energy. And a year later, it was full of McKinsey and Bain consultants.
Oh, okay. You're also at Bain, right?
I spent 10 weeks there, and I was told not to come back. Turns out I don't like consultants very much. I started angel investing basically to spend time with the people I like instead of the people I worked with.
And how many startups have you invested in?
In the first 10 years, I invested in about 50. Today, it's about 300.
Wow. Do you remember all of the names?
God, no.
Can you name top 3 best investments that you've made?
Oh, that's a tough one. I would have to say LinkedIn and Fastly, which just went public on Friday.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
After that, it gets harder.
What about PayPal? You were early, right?
I was an angel in PayPal, in Cruise Automotive, in Dollar Shave Club, in Discord. About a dozen unicorns now.
Wow. That's amazing. Congratulations. Okay, so you got all the money from your startups. What is the most expensive purchase you've ever made?
I bought a Tesla.
That's the most expensive one?
I think so.
Wow. Do you still have it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it. It's like 8 years old.
Oh,
Still works great.
Of all of the in entrepreneurs, both that you've invested in and you haven't, who are your top 3 entrepreneurs in the world? Living or not living?
Well, you have to give it to Elon for all of the impact he's had, and Steve Jobs clearly would be another one that you just have to bow down to regularly.
Do you know anyone, any of them personally? Did you know?
Yeah, I met Elon a few times back at the PayPal days. Steve I never met.
Number 3.
I don't know.
Maybe someone you invested in.
I mean, in terms of the best human I've been participated with, you know, it has to go to Reid Hoffman.
Oh.
Just so for how thoughtful he is and how much impact he tries to have in so many areas.
Amazing.
В Сан-Франциско и Кремниевой долине очень высокие доходы. Если встречается парочка предпринимателей, и один другому говорит, что за последний год они сделали $1 миллион, это значит, что предприниматель только в начале своего пути, и более опытный начинает его подбадривать, говорит, что все впереди, и на самом деле это сумасшедший драйв двигаться вперед. И именно поэтому мы переехали в Сан-Франциско, чтобы постоянно подпитываться этой энергией и растить свои бизнесы. Но, к сожалению, в Сан-Франциско есть и другая сторона. Это просто поражающее все воображение количество бомжей и психов на улице. И это не какая-то сиюминутная ситуация. Это, к сожалению, плачевные последствия реформ, которые проводили уже в течение 50 лет. Дело в том, что американское государство решило соптимизировать расходы на здравоохранение, и таким образом 800 тысяч душевно больных людей оказались на улице в США. И когда ты идешь по городу, ты не знаешь, это вот бездомный, потому что он решил, у него такой стиль жизни, он живет на улице. Либо это душевно больной, который просто, не знает другой реальности. Что хорошо в Сан-Франциско, что власть открыта к диалогу. И сегодня я купила билет за $15 на встречу с мэром Сан-Франциско. Нас будет всего 50 человек. Мы сможем задать вопросы, мы сможем спросить, что делается сейчас в городе, чтобы решить проблему душевно больных. Пойдем?
As I said, I grew up here, and I actually grew up, in public housing and poverty in a neglected community. I also feel like, I see, just really the changes in the communities. Like I walk even in the Western Addition, and I feel like I grew up here, but I don't really recognize my own community anymore. And I also see just more homelessness, I think, than even when I was growing up here, because, honestly, there were affordable places for people to live, and back then too, there were more families here, and so even though a lot of us didn't have a lot of money, we still had a lot of family members who lived with us, so there were places for people to live.
Do you consider it your number one problem, or is it just the visible problem of other things happening?
I would say it's the number one priority.
Okay.
It's important in terms, because yes, it's more visible. We don't have all of the tools that we need in terms of our laws, especially with our state law, that allows us to really help people the way that I know we can in San Francisco. So to say we're going to solve this problem, it's not realistic without changes to our conservatorship laws for people who are struggling with mental illness. Senator Scott Wiener is working on a bill right now in Sacramento, but that is not going far enough. Our jails and our hospitals are being used to cycle people in and out. You see it all over San Francisco. Sadly, someone who is clearly struggling, and the police come. The police may take them to the hospital or take them to, jail, depending on the situation. 72 hours later, after a 5150 hold, they're right back in the same place, doing the same thing, and we're wondering, what is the city doing? Why can't the city do something to stop that person from taking off all their clothes and running in the middle of the street where they almost got hit by a car, or all of the things that we are seeing in our city more than we ever have before? And so part of it is we need some major changes, major mental health reform.
Мэр Лондон Брит много говорила о том, что законы США очень мешают воплощать в жизнь многие быстрые реформы. В Сан-Франциско много площадей для постройки домов для малоимущих, но эти площади коммерческие, и на то, чтобы перевести их в жилой фонд, требуется минимум 2 года и куча бюрократической работы. Государство США дает городу $300 миллионов на ближайшие 10 лет на решение проблемы бездомных. Богатые резиденты тоже не отстают. Директор Salesforce Марк Бениофф недавно пожертвовал $6 миллионов на постройку социального жилья, и многие успешные предприниматели последовали его примеру. Для богатых людей в Сан-Франциско есть все. лучшие рестораны, пятизвездочные отели, магазины с элитной едой. Но такого мясного магазина, как тот, в который мы сейчас пойдем, нету нигде в США. Недавно мы познакомились с мясником, его зовут Гай, и он крупнейший поставщик мраморной говядины вагю из Японии. Говядина вагю имеет высокую себестоимость и высокую цену. На европейском и американском рынке в среднем $800 за килограмм.
How are you today?
How are you?
Good. How's things going?
I wanted to try the most expensive meat that you have.
We have Wagyu ranging from $79.99 all the way to about $399 a pound. This is a piece of A5 Wagyu ribeye. What I'm doing right now is taking the rib cap off, which I'll show you guys real quick. This is from Ono Farm. The last time I was in Japan, this is from Yokohama. It is exclusive to us and us only for our restaurant group. There's only two places you can get it.
Oh, in the
Japan and right here at the butcher shop.
wow.
That's it. This is the Wajima sea salt. We're selling the last 20 bags in the United States right now. This is a very, very small producer in Japan. Very minerally. It's excellent. Tastes just like the ocean.
And how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since 1984, since I was 14. A long time.
And were you born here?
I was born in San Francisco in 1970, up on Parnassus at UC Mid.
And why not go into tech or like startups like everyone else here?
Well, that's a really good question. You know, as we see as the years go by, what's going to end up happening is, of course, all the tech industry is going to boom in this area, but there's a big demand for blue-collar industry. I have a formal education with a degree. The butcher business put me through that.
What's your degree?
I have a degree in architecture. Yeah. I started in this business in 1984. I read a very famous book, Upton Sinclair's The Jungle, and it was a treatise written about the horrors of the beef industry in Chicago. In 1906, it completely changed the industry, which then gave rise to the USCA. I was fascinated with the book. After I did my book report, I went to the local butcher shop, little Italian shop down in Pacifica, right here on the coast, and the rest is history. They put a broom in my hand, and I started sweeping the floors, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Let's try the steak.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook one as a steak on the cast iron for you, and then I'm gonna do other one as a we're gonna torch it. This is a piece of Himalayan sea salt, piece of block. So that's what I used also, Himalayan sea salt on the, you can always salt it after.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now you can smell it. I'm trying to blow it your way there. It's almost got the right color on the other side.
It's so cool to see people who are so passionate about what they're doing. This is insane.
My apprentices, but more than apprentices, this is Juan and this is Jessley. These guys are, and unfortunately Jared's not here today, but these are the backbone of our operation. So without these guys, you don't get to do any of this. So I'm very proud of you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Basically cut it into squares. Easy to serve. You want to use this stuff sparingly, just a little. The salt just brings out.
And in restaurant, what will be the price
$200 right there.
What?
Yeah.
$200.
Oh yeah.
for like 7 pieces of small pieces of meat.
It's insane.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
You taste that salt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are here today.
Thank you so much.
We're
You're
so
so
glad that
welcome.
we're
So
so
welcome.
much. And how many businesses do you own now?
Me personally, well, I'm business partners in this project specifically. So we have the Niku Steakhouse, we have the butcher shop by the Niku Steakhouse, and we also have Udon Time. And then me and my other partners, we are involved in together on a certain level in Dumpling Time.
Amazing place.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Live Sushi, Sushi Bistro, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Okane, and Omakase. And
Wow.
then we just opened a second location of Dumpling Time in Tokyo.
Do you manage them, or how does it work? Or you just invest in?
Well, it's a little bit. It depends on who's doing what. But I'm the managing partner of the One Henry Adams property. So Niku Steakhouse, Butcher Shop by Niku, and then Udon Time.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have any like clients that you can talk about, like prominent clients?
Can I tell you something? I'm like a good doctor. There are some very, very special people that shop here. Yeah.
Like-
I'm not going to say who. Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
We have
yeah.
some very prominent San Franciscans, as well as we have a lot of chefs that come in here and buy for their clients, and a lot of them are a lot of sports figures in the area. We have a few musicians, a couple other people, so it's been a lot of fun. So all the way from Mill Valley all the way to the South Bay.
Amazing.
We've also had clientele fly as far away as Seattle and Las Vegas.
Wow, so they
as of
fly all
late,
the way here?
and Colorado just to see us as of late. Yeah.
I feel so lucky that I live 10 minutes away from here.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
It was an amazing
That was
experience.
amazing.
Thank you. It was the best meet I've ever tried in my life.
Yeah, 100%.
Ребята, мы сейчас с вами в районе Тендерлоин. Он находится в самом центре города, на пересечении туристических маршрутов. Здесь нужно быть предельно внимательным и осторожным. Отходить подальше от местных жителей, обходить мусор на улице, держать все вещи при себе, потому что здесь очень частые кражи. Ни в одной стране мира я не встречала такого жуткого разделения по районам. Буквально минуту назад я шла по красивому центру, сейчас я в районе Тендерлоин. Это название переводится как «мясная вырезка». Дело в том, что местные власти в свое время очень начали поощрять наркобизнес, бордели, игровые комнаты и так далее. Они просто брали у них больше взяток и говорили: давай мне больше взяток, чтобы мне хватало не только на кости, но и на вырезку. И именно поэтому сейчас район находится в таком плачевном состоянии. Мы видим бомжей, мы видим наркоманов, мы видим наркоторговлю на улицу и душевно больных людей.
You've traveled so much, you travel all the time. Top 3 cities where you would live?
I don't know, that's the problem. Right now there isn't any one city that is appealing enough to me to live in.
Yeah. What about San Francisco?
So I'm spending plenty of time here.
Do you enjoy it?
Parts of it. It's gotten a little tougher.
Yeah, understand.
But, I don't think I have a city I'm drawn to yet.
Mm-hmm. What is the skill that every successful entrepreneur you think has that you worked with?
I think if you look at the most successful entrepreneurs, there's probably a few things they have in common. The first is that they're basically unemployable.
That's a good one.
Because they're all talented, driven, smart people. And if they were employable, they would go work at Google or Facebook or Apple, or, you know, they pay you a lot of money and the jobs are pretty easy and you can do well. You have to really be someone who doesn't deal well with hierarchy and authority and reality to do what we do. So I would say that is the thing I look for the most, is sort of that visionary who is trying to change the universe and just, you know, sounds insane.
What is the most promising market, you think, right now for startups to look at?
I guess the problem is by the time, you know about it, it's too late, right? So everyone's piling into AI right now, and that seems to be the hot kid, which means it's already too late. So now you've got to find the next one.
Yeah. Are you looking at something, or you stop investing?
Yeah, I'm always looking at things, but I haven't, you know, I don't know that I could tell you. I mean, I think there's some enormous change coming in the intersection of biology and technology.
Yeah.
But no one really knows where it is yet, and so that makes it interesting. I think that the movement to sort of renting instead of owning things isn't done, and so the real estate market, I think, still has room for a fair amount of disruption. I wish someone could fix healthcare.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, I think it's probably the biggest market that we haven't had any impact on.
Agreed.
So those are a few ideas, you know, but the trend du jour is clearly, you know, machine learning and AI.
Yeah, and what about crypto? You were a crypto enthusiast a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, I got on that train for a while. It's hard to tell if this is, you know, 2001 for crypto and it'll all come back or not. I think it has a lot of promise and no useful applications yet.
But you still have your crypto, or you just invest in?
I don't have any.
You don't have any. I still have some. It's scrolling, which is great. Finally. Okay, yeah, I have two last questions.
Okay.
What is the movie that everyone should see?
Well, the book was a lot better than the movie,
That's my second question.
Yeah, there's, you know, Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged is sort of a classic for the Silicon Valley libertarian crowd here.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that. The book I give as a gift the most often is The 5 Love Languages.
Yeah, you mentioned it in
Sort of helps people manage relationships, and not just with loved ones, but just sort of in general.
I think you follow it really well. Gil is one of the most generous people I've ever met. He just, you know, giving away his car for the weekend, letting people stay in his apartment. That's amazing. So you're the icon of this Silicon Valley culture, because when I came from Russia, I was surprised how helpful people are here, because in our place it's completely different.
Yeah, no, it's true. In Europe, people are always trying to get paid first and then do work.
Yep.
And here, people do work and then hope they get paid.
Yep, that's amazing. So any movies, do you watch TV shows? No?
No, I don't watch a lot of TV.
Game of Thrones?
No.
No.
I saw the first few episodes and then lost track.
Yeah, no time, right?
Yeah.
It's too much. Thank you so much. That was very useful, very helpful. And yeah, thank you so much for hosting us. And I hope you enjoy your next amazing year.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Ребят, для меня это был очень необычный выпуск. Пожалуйста, напишите внизу в комментариях все, что вы теперь знаете про проблему бездомных, что нельзя больше 72 часов удерживать насильно человека в каком-то учреждении, что в Америке свобода, демократия, и ты можешь жить где угодно. Как, не нарушая основ Конституции США, решить проблему бездомных? Пишите внизу комментарии. Я очень много эту проблему со всеми обсуждаю. Мне будет очень интересно услышать ваше мнение. Как вы увидели, Сан-Франциско – это такой город, который может вас переживать и выплюнуть на обочину, а может дать вам шанс дорасти до уровня суперзвезды, до уровня миллиардера. Спасибо огромное, что досмотрели это видео до конца. Если вы еще не подписаны на канал, подписывайтесь. Жду вашей реакции и до скорых встреч. Пока-пока.